Will Journeys be the series that Koga comes back to me?
Koga, come back, hello.
Yo, what's up everyone? Drayden here. Welcome back to another Pokemon Journeys Anime discussion video. Guys, today we will be covering every character return that has happened in Pokemon Journeys, what episode they appeared in, what was their role, and things like that to keep people up to date who are trying to get into the series or just want to see the episodes that these characters return. So let's go ahead and get right into it. But I do want to mention real quick that characters like Ash, Pikachu, Delia, Mr. Mime, Professor Oak, Jesse James, Meow, Wobbuffet, Giovanni, and Matori aren't considered returning characters because they've been appearing in the previous series as well. Returning characters are those who haven't appeared in quite a while. I know the Sun and Moon cast appeared in the last series, but they're considered returning because this is their season anymore. So let's go and get right into it. Starting things off in episode 12, we have the Kanto champion Lance. Lance has returned with a lot of mentions of the G-Men and many of his accomplishments over the years as he faces off Leon for the title of World Champion. I thought this was really cool that we got to see him and his Red Gyarados in action once again, along with him using Dynamax. Now, this was the only appearance we had of Lance at this time, but I do think Lance will return later on down the line and have a battle with Ash. Maybe in the not the finals, but in the Masters 8 tournament. I would love to see him fight against Clair, who also actually makes an appearance later on in this list. While he didn't physically appear, in episode 18, we got flashbacks to Lieutenant Surge and his Raichu. Literally flashbacks to the moment where Ash used that tail strategy to deflect the electricity and defeat the Raichu himself. I really do love this moment a lot because the gym replacement at the time, Visquez, shows with her Raichu in battle that they've been preparing for Ash's Pikachu, where Raichu can overpower Pikachu's Iron Tail strategy in the ground and also has Reflect for moves like Quick Attack and Iron Tail that defeated Lieutenant Surge in the original fight. So this was a pretty cool moment, and I do believe we will be seeing Lieutenant Surge later on in the series. In episode 21 of Pokemon Journeys, we actually got a small appearance of Professor Elm. Basically, he was the one who discovered Pokemon eggs originally, and this is the episode that Ash ended up getting his Riolu through an egg. So it's a nice little callback, and I do believe we will be seeing the professors. In episode 25, we got the return of both Korrina and her grandfather Gurkin.
Korrina, Kalos is calling you.
Now, Korrina is actually a participant in the Pokemon World Championship, and yes, she did lose to Ash, but it does seem like she will be returning again as she is in the latest opening, and Ash has a Riolu. Riolu looked up to Korrina's Lucario. I feel like the two Lucarios will have a fight, and who knows, Korrina may be the reason why Ash gets a Mega Lucario in Pokemon Journeys. There's been a lot of merch of Mega Lucario in the anime, a lot of speculation, so I think it is possible, and Korrina is going to play a big role in the series. I would love to see these two rematch again. Maybe the second time around, Korrina wins Mega Lucario versus regular Lucario. Third time around, it's Mega Lucario versus Mega Lucario, and Ash comes out on top. But we have to wait and see. The episode right after, episode 26, includes Diantha on a magazine cover. Now, I do believe Diantha will return later in the Pokemon World Championships, but I also like to count one more, and yes, this isn't fully confirmed, but in my eyes, this is Ash's Boldore in this training sequence. At this time, Go did not have his Boldore, and you can't say, yeah, it's episodic, but the episodes weren't really rearranged because when Go catches his Boldore, he uses Cinderace. And here he is Reboot. Where else did this Boldore come from? Like, yeah, I know it's part of the Magikarp jump training sequence and all, but who's not to say Ash could have made a quick phone call to Professor Oak and like, hey, we need my Boldore real quick for this training, and, just used them for this episode. So, in my headcanon, this is Ash's Boldore. For episode 37, I'm just going to say the whole of Alola because there's just too many characters to count. Literally, Ash's whole group, even Lily and Gladion, make a flashback in this episode. Kukui Burnett had their newborn baby. All of Ash's Pokemon are here. This episode right here was literally an episode of Sun and Moon. My gosh, all these characters were really great. They all played a really big role, especially Kiawe battling Go and testing his strength. I do believe that these characters will be returning throughout the series, and maybe next time we'll see Kiawe come back as a Kahuna. We'll see more growth from Mallow, Lana, Sophocles. Obviously, Lily and Gladion are going to have this big plot with their father, so I can't wait to see what they do with these characters next. And especially with Kukui, Burnett, and their newborn baby, Lei. Shortly after this, in episode 39, we get a surprise return from Chuck, the gym leader from Johto, and we actually get to see a flashback of their battle with Bayleaf shown as well. I love that Chuck mentions that he's learned Poison Jab, to counter Ash's Bayleaf. I love that Ash has had an impact on all of these gyms. Chuck doesn't really serve much more purpose than to be his mentor and to watch the battle. So I'm not sure if we'll see Chuck again. It was nice to see him again though, but if we do get to see him one more time later down the line, watch Ash and Bea, I think that would be a nice final, way to show off his character. Our next cameo comes in episode 46, following the darkest day, and that's Mewtwo himself. That's right, the very first movie, Mewtwo comes back, battles Ash and Pikachu, and actually serves a purpose in the series, where I feel like they'll be having multiple battles with Mewtwo throughout the series, and Mewtwo guides them to their goals of Ash wanting to be the strongest trainer and Go wanting to catch all Pokemon leading up to Mew. Obviously, if he wants to catch Mew, he's going to have to go through Mewtwo, and I think that's going to be really interesting. Now, this plot was kind of left on hold for now, but I can't wait to see what happens later when Mewtwo comes back again, and, we get to see where things go. Next up, we have Wikstrom. Now, Wikstrom actually didn't have a physical appearance in the X and Y anime, but he did appear in one of the Pokemon movies. Battling against Diantha, we get to see him and Mega Scizor, which technically means he is a returning character, so he did appear in X and Y. No, we didn't have any interactions with him and Ash until now, but still, it was nice to see they brought back this Elite Four from X and Y once again. The most recent episode of Pokemon Journeys gave us a lot of characters. For starters, we got to see Iris return along with Drayden, and Iris is now the champion of the Unova region. Her and Ash have a really amazing battle in the Pokemon World Championship, and she does say, "I will come back for you in the Hyper Class," so we will get to see her and her Pokemon once again. Axews became Haxorus, all of her Pokemon have grown so much, and we even get to see not only Iris and Drayden, but flashbacks as well of Cilan and Clair. And not even just those two flashbacks. Clair played a big role in Iris' development. Cilan, he probably will come back later on in the series. But we also get to see at the end silhouettes of Volkner and other trainers. Some speculate one of them might be Sabrina. But these are characters that will be in the Hyper Class. So we have a lot more characters that will be returning in Journeys. And I'm so excited for this. I cannot wait to see. I hope Claire actually comes back and battles either Ash or Lance. I think that would be pretty cool. But Iris' character growth was amazing. Now, yes, it's sad that she did lose, but I still do love her growth as a trainer. Last but not least, in Pokemon Journeys episode 68, we will be getting the return of Gary and many of Ash's Pokemon from Oak's lab. Noivern, Talonflame, Halucha, Quilava, Gorefish, Crocodile, Snorlax, Charizard, Oshawott, Bulbasaur, Totodile, Bayleaf, Heracross, Dolphin, Buizel. Everyone is here. Actually, it's only these few. I believe that the other ones will appear in a future episode, but there's one more big one. And this one that's actually going to be huge because Ash is battling with it, and that's Infernape. Yo, it's fighting against freaking Moltres. This is going to be hype. Infernape may be here for a while, or it may just have a big, important moment in this episode, but still, just seeing that Ash is using Infernape once again is so hype, and I can't wait to see what goes down in this episode. So many great characters are returning in Pokemon Journeys, and I just can't wait to see what happens next. Who is next? I will definitely be making a part 2 to this video once we get more characters down the line, because at this rate, we're going to see every traveling companion. Who knows, even maybe every rival. And at this rate, we may get to see our boy Koga come back to us. But yeah, everyone, in the comment section down below, let me know what you all thought of this video. Which character were you most excited for, and which characters do you want to see return next? I would love to hear. Thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Trademan1, peace out.